Hang on there, traveler. You'll want to steer clear of this place. The whole town's irradiated to high hell. Stay safe.
Halt! What business have you in Cottonwood Cove, outsider? You wear the mark of Caesar. You must be who Cursor Lucullus is waiting for. You may continue, but be warned. Mark or no, we will not tolerate aggressive action by visitors in the camp.
Awe, are you ready to head upriver? You'll be meeting face-to-face with the mighty Caesar himself, founder of the Legion, conqueror of 86 tribes. To my knowledge, this is the first time Caesar has ever summoned one of the dissolute to see him. Not even tribal chieftains receive this honor. All who are not Legion are dissolute. They live in squalor, unrestrained by morality, lacking moderation, temper, and self-control. Their very existence is a blight on the common good. Even worse are the profligates, the subtype of dissolute one finds this side of the river. They hold themselves to be civilized, when in fact they are corrupt and self-interested. The truth will be made clear to them soon enough. You'd know better than I would, but you must be remarkable for Caesar to take such an interest. The trip will take a few hours. Take your place on the boat. Awe. By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items. This order also extends to the platinum chip you carry. For now. Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave.
Camps are getting crowded.
So you're the visitor I've heard some of the legionaries talking about. If you're in the mood to trade, just say the word. Have a look. Another satisfied customer. Shoot. No, sir. I'm an independent trader from Arizona. All right. I'm gonna roll over you. Howdy again. I haven't had the pleasure. I have crossed paths with Legate Lanius, his second in command, however. It was unpleasant. He's the best the Legion has to offer, or so the legionaries say. Brute of a man, wears a fancy metal mask in a battle. He killed one of my pack Brahmins simply because it was in his way. I knew better than to complain about it, though. I'll grab my tools. Be seeing you around.
Excuse me.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again. Our way. Our way, true to Caesar.
I can't wait until they let me fight.
The new slave girls are quite beautiful. Hold your tongue, wastrel.
I'm harsh on the children, but they'll be excellent legionaries. I'm quite proud of them.
our way, true to Kaiser.
If you're injured, I might have healing powder to spare. I never finished my training. The Legion saw to that when they overran my town. I do know basic first aid, but I've had to rely on tribal remedies to treat illnesses and injuries, healing powders and all that. I'm always running low on Xanderroot. Plenty of Brock flowers, though. For sale? I'm a slave, not a merchant. I could give you some healing powder every day, but you'd have to be a friend of the Legion. Okay.
How does one get that blue monster to obey?
You here to fight in the arena? Then you're talking to the right man. Such as? Light armor and machetes only. The challenger, the one who asks to enter the arena, may be pitted against one or more opponents. All matches continue until one side is dead. No exceptions. I set up the fights, keep track of prisoners available, and make sure the arena's cleaned up. Like what? Go.
Our way. True to Kaiser.
The mechanical dog you have with you. Where did you get it? Oh? Such things are common in Denver, but I didn't know that other cities had them as well. I ask because Kaiser once had a similar pet, but it was lost during a battle. Lupa. Yes, she's the mother of a lot of our best dogs. She's getting old, but she's still a tough old bitch. Aren't you, girl? Yeah. Later.
Our way. True to Kaiser.
You must enter Kaiser's tent alone. Anyone else must remain outside.
Grandma will be...
So I finally get to meet the courier who's accomplished so much in so little time. That's why I summoned you here, right? I mean, a man nearly kills you, and your response is to track him across the breadth of the Mojave? You arrive on the strip and waltz into the Lucky 38 like someone left you a key under the doormat? You assassinate the head of the chairman in his own casino and get away with it? Then something happens to Mr. House's robot, some kind of military upgrade? When you set your mind to something, you get results. I like that. The question is, are you ready to get started? I like the servile attitude. Keep it up. The time is fast approaching when my Legion will assault the Great Dam and invade the West. Before that happens, I want Mr. House knocked out of the game. A quick 1-2 punch, with you doing the punching. Down the hill, at the west edge of camp, is an old building. It was here when the fort was taken in 2277. Inside the building is a hatch. And inside that hatch are 2 steel doors that bear the sigil of the Lucky 38 Casino. Now that same sigil is on the platinum chip you were carrying. Isn't that interesting? Even more interesting, there's a slot about the same size as the chip on the console that opens the hatch. So you know what I think? I think the platinum chip opens those doors. Doors that can't be pried open, or drilled open, or blasted open. Because all that, I tried. I want you to destroy whatever you find in there. And then I want you to come back here and tell me about it. So go to the building and take this fucking platinum chip with you. My legionaries will meet you there, with your weapons and equipment. Goodbye.
All right, dear.
Slaves aren't much of a challenge. Caesar has permitted your weapons to be returned to you while you serve him. Caesar has put a lot of trust in you. Be worth it.
I see you reached your destination safely. Shall we get to work? As you know, the Platinum chip upgrades my Securitron's operating software. Well, there's an army of them here. The Securitrons policing this strip are a fraction of the total number manufactured. The rest I stored here. I need you to manually upload the data from the chip to the facility's primary computer. There's a terminal at the other end of this facility. There's a complication. While I can broadcast to this screen, I can't control any of the facility's systems. That means I can't deactivate its security bots, most of which appear to be active according to the status board I'm looking at. Good. I won't hold you up any longer.
A lawful group force is in trouble. is a hostile target. I do not be alarmed. Order will be restored soon. Please stand by.
Your work here is done. Return to the Lucky 38 so we can discuss next steps. You have a very bright future ahead of you. Thanks to your actions today, so does the rest of mankind.
You've carried out Caesar's will, but I must confiscate your equipment again. You're free to leave.
But that Lucky 38 is a large building. And so fancy. Oh, Pumpkin. Grandma's sorry about that. Sometimes she gets mad and listens to Leo, which you really shouldn't. The medicine is supposed to help with that, but sometimes Grandma doesn't take it. Sometimes it makes Grandma forget things she doesn't want to forget, Pumpkin. I watch over the bighorners. They're sweet, gentle creatures, but sometimes they get ornery, just like my grandkids. Aw, Grandma will miss her little Pumpkin. Are you sure? Nice children shouldn't play in places like that, dearie. That's the sort of place Leo likes. But if you insist...
Move along.
Hey there, friend. A bit of advice. You look like you could use some protection. Lucky for you, I got what you need. My stock and trade? All kinds of easy-to-hide weapons for slipping into and out of casinos. They won't give you a second glance. Suit yourself.
Don't walk away.
Hey, no one but Omertas are allowed to carry guns into Gomorrah. You sure you want it to go down this way? All right, this is going to be fun.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
Now
make
it's
mincemeat
on.
out of you. I'm
Shit right there. That's some shit right there.
That's some shit. That's some shit right there.
I'm gonna clip. I'm gonna clip.
No way I'm sticking around here. Alright, just my imagination.
That's some shit right there.
Sure, later.
Howdy. Good seeing you again. Okay. What'd you want to know? Bighorn is my trade since I was a young'un. A drink? Nonsense. All I need now is to settle a score. We didn't come a long ways just to stroll our best clothes around. There's a long list of grievances that Heck Gunderson's got to answer for, kid. I'm here to make sure that rancher stops stealing our lands. If he ain't chiseling behind your back, he just sends his men ready for a fight. Then you either sell your ranch for a penny, or you're dead. I'm tired of being trampled over, kid, and I got a good mind to stop Heck once and for all. What more you want? He's a slithering snake, what he is. One of the biggest landowners this side of the Colorado, and it's all stolen, I tell you. All that money buys him any NCR senators he wants. We're honest folk out there. Damn hard to make the living in the desert, kid. Scaring us into giving away our lands is all he's done to strike it flush. I have no illusions that he'll ever stop his plundering. Here in town, he's got a few of his armed men to protect him. I just gotta find out what he's up to, and then I'll know where to hit him hard. Where I come from, we appreciate good intentions. Tell you what, that chiseler's blowing hot air over at that there fancy casino, the Ultra Lux. Find out what's his story here, will you? All right, kid. I appreciate it. Hope to see you soon.
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your weapons? My deepest apologies for the slightest inconvenience. You have my assurance that everything will be returned upon your departure. But we simply can't have anyone waving their weapons around in the hotel. It's not the atmosphere we wish to cultivate. Please, enjoy your stay. Pleasure speaking to you.
Beg your pardon, stranger, but I'm looking for someone. You ain't seen a young man with dark brown hair and a white hat on lately, have you? What? Oh my God, where? What in creation is the matter with you? Ain't you ever been a parent? Ain't you ever been worried you lost someone? You got a real sick sense of humor. You got a lot of nerve sticking around here. You're dead right, it's serious. I ain't seen my son in hours. Don't know where he went. Folks around here, some of them would kill you soon as look at you. His whole life I tried to keep him at the ranch. Now I take him here, and what happens? Yep, got a whole mess of Brahmins to my name. Bighorners, too. Used to just have the one ranch. Before I knew it, I was running one of the biggest ranching operations east of California. Now, everywhere I go, folks I never even met shake my hand and call me Mr. Gunderson. Don't quite know what to make of that. My boy, Ted, he was right here. I didn't leave him but a minute. He was never one to stay tied down to a spot, though. Gets that from his mother. Got most of my staff out looking for him now. Of course, if he does that, I'll whoop him till his skinny hide turns to leather for putting me through this. I'll be here.
I've heard the Legion's planning to unleash their best men against us.
If you don't mind, I have to look after my husband. Oh, a good ways west of here, in a place you've never been. Far as we're concerned, only name it ever had was Phoebus Ranch. That was before we lost some land to Heck Gunderson. The bank demanded payment in full the day after the Stockmen's Association bailed it out. All right, goodbye.
Howdy. Good seeing you again. I hear you. What's on your mind? Oh, be damned. You mean the young Gunderson? I'd not be one to complain if you got lost for good, kid. If it makes Hex suffer, then I'm all for it. So Ted's nowhere to be found and Heck's quite unprotected while looking for him, huh? Hell, it sounds like the perfect time to get even. I hear you. What's on your mind? Ethel's gonna be madder than a wet hen. But you reap what you sow, kid. And Heck's earned every ounce of misery he gets. So we have a deal? All right, kid. Be good.
Howdy. Interested in a refreshing beverage or a tasty snack? Non-alcoholic beverages and snack foods. Take your pick.
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your weapons? How frightfully uncouth. I'm afraid I must insist you relinquish your weapons. My deepest apologies, but we simply can't have anyone waving their weapons around in the hotel. Please, enjoy your stay. Pleasure speaking to you.
Welcome to the Ultralux. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation. I do, but one can hardly call it work. I suppose it is a labor of love if it can be called labor at all. We at the White Glove Society are all responsible for maintaining the beauty and class of the Ultralux. And as its founder, I suppose it falls to me to decide how we go about it. Ta-ta! Welcome to the Ultralux. Ta-ta!
I've heard the...
How may I be of service, sir? No, not from the likes of you, I'm afraid. I don't think you'd have the stomach for it. Better look elsewhere. My, such a popular question. I suppose it is only natural to see us and wonder what it is that makes us special. The White Glove Society has only just made itself known to the public, of course, but our pedigree was established over generations. Were we always so refined? I'd be lying if I said yes. Not everyone can wear the finest clothes and eat the finest foods, obviously. But surely we can agree that the most tasteful, sophisticated people are the most deserving. And that's what the White Glove Society is all about. Indeed.
The Legion's planning to unleash their best men against us.
Welcome to the Ultralux. I do. I suppose it is a labor of love. We at the White Glove Society are all responsible for maintaining the beauty and class of... And as its founder, I suppose it falls to me to decide how we go about it. Ta-ta!
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble... How frightfully uncouth. My deepest apologies, but we simply can't have anyone waving their weapons around in the hotel. Please.
You ain't heard anything about my boy, have you? Ain't nobody got one darn piece of news about my boy. Not one lousy speck of information. Ain't got one Brahmin unaccounted for across a dozen ranches. I'd be more than happy to have you. Heck, I'll hire anybody with a pair of legs and at least one good eye at this point. There'd be a lot of money in it for you if you can get him back to me safe. And if he ain't, you can bet I'll pay for the names of the sons of bitches responsible. Made me a special arrangement with the hotel. A lot of people out there resent success. If I'd have been thinking, though, I'd have had him watching my boy instead. I'll be here.
Salutations.
Welcome to the Ultralux. This again? I thought this was all settled. I know our reputation hasn't always been spotless, but that's all in the past now. How some people can't get over it is beyond me. For the last time, the White Glove Society has never and will never consume human flesh for any reason. Now, didn't I already tell you that we don't do that sort of thing? Though we haven't always been the White Glove Society. But that's all changed now. You disgust me. How dare you say such a filthy thing in my establishment? I ought to have you arrested. You'll kindly mind your tongue, or we shan't speak any further. There was an investigator who came through here last week. Well, you can already guess what probably happened. And that young groom just didn't have a clue, the poor dear. Ta-ta.
I've heard that elite units are on the way to support our armies here.
Welcome to the Ultralux. A man? Well, then this can't be. I'm going to have a word with my staff about security on the premises. Whether these people are found or not, our guests simply must feel safe in their own rooms. Why, yes, I think so. I had our maitre d' Mortimer offer him a complimentary room for as long as it took for him to be satisfied. You see, the White Glove Society remains the very picture of... Ta-ta!
I've heard that elite units are on the way to support our armies here.
How may I be of service, sir? Ah, yes. I've heard that one too. Jealous people say such nasty things. I feel sorry for them. Good. And you know what it is to be discreet in matters of nutrition. Perhaps you can help me. I'm in a bind. I've been planning an exquisite society dinner. He's got a powerful and temperamental father. Yes, the wrong person. He cut ties with his family and left their estate to wander. He was ideal, corn-fed and well-to-do, but no one to miss him if he were to disappear. Unfortunately, the trap my subordinates set for him failed. I asked for a last-minute replacement. Needless to say, this could be a disaster if things aren't put back the way they should be. Strictly speaking, we're no longer allowed to eat people. But I'm hoping the right person and preparation might sway Marjorie to see things my way. I need a replacement. With so little time, we'll have to go after our original choice. If you could send him here or knock him out with this and drag him into the dumpster next to his house, we can do the rest. Ted Gunderson is his name. It would be simplest if we could convince him this was all an unfortunate misunderstanding. But if he won't listen, we can't very well let him go. But you would need to deal with his father, Heck. Perhaps if you could smear some of Ted's blood around his father's hotel room, you could frame him. Splendid. The elder Gunderson is staying in our penthouse. I understand he's hired security, so be careful if you go up there. And our Mr. St. Clair resides to the north. He rarely strays far from his house, and he's surrounded it with booby traps. No, everyone he meets, he tells the same story, that his son disappeared from the casino, not from his room. Indeed.
Salutations.
You, what do you think you're doing? Yes. He was none too pleased when he discovered who we took. The boy is in the freezer, back through the kitchen.
My daddy's gonna kill all you bastards once he finds out what you done to me. The hell you will. Over here! I'm hit!
Salutations.
Hey! Come on!
Had enough!
Any word as to our arrangement? You made it past his guards, then. Excellent. Send a Securitron up to his room. It's programmed to investigate anything suspicious. Indeed.
What is it, citizen? You've done the right thing, citizen. Reporting struggles, scuffles, and tussles is the civic duty of every man, woman, and child. Thanks to you, we can all sleep in our beds a little sounder, knowing that swift justice awaits those who take moral shortcuts for personal gain. Rest assured, I will apprehend the perpetrator and see him or her punished.
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your weapons? My deepest apologies for... But we simply can't have anyone waving their weapons around in the hotel. Please, enjoy your stay. Adieu.
Hank Gunderson, you're under arrest for the murder of Tank Gunderson.
What in blazes? That's my son you're talking about. He ain't dead. I'm looking for him.
It is my duty to inform you that murder is a serious crime. As a murderer, you should be feeling emotions such as guilt, sorrow, and shame. If not, you may wish to consult a mental health professional.
Where's my son? What'd you do with my boy?
I hope this experience has taught you an important lesson about the value of human life.
You can't do this to me. This is a mistake.
Please allow me to escort you to the nearest criminal processing facility.
The hell I will.
Stand back! Stand back, citizens. Deceased bodies are a known source of illness and a potential trip-in hazard.
Howdy. Good seeing you again. You have? What are you waiting for, kid? Spill the beans. Both Gundersons gone? I'll be damned. You are one of a kind. This deserves a good compensation, kid. How does that sound? I'm a man of my word. Here's your money. You've earned it.
Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish to purchase something? I am ready to process our transaction. Come back and see us again soon.